Electricity serves numerous purposes in every modern society, from powering household appliances, industrial machine and equipment, to improving means of communication. While the Nigerian government is working on providing sufficient power to residents, citizens are however struggling to afford this basic amenity. This next report takes a look at some challenges in the power sector.
Some people that are being overbilled, especially those that are on the estimated billing system.
This is one complaint familiar to many Nigerians, especially those without prepaid meters. According to the most recent power sector report from the National Bureau of Statistics, over 4.4 million out of the more than 7.9 million registered active electricity customers in Nigeria are subjected to the estimated billing system. A system many say is void of transparency, accountability, and most of all not cost-effective, and has discouraged many from paying their bills. Okpayemi is here to make his monthly electricity payment, but he's obviously not happy.
I can't say what has changed from what is on presently as regards power. If you're talking about raising bill, well, Nigeria, we have that. But how do we get to resolve these issues among the general public? People are using lights, fine. But are they being charged according to what they consume? That's no.
Nigeria currently produces about 5,000 to 7,000 megawatts of electricity, even though it has the capacity to generate double that amount. This production gap has made the country one of the least electrified nations in the world. While Okpayemi worries about the quantity of power available to his home, this new resident of Abeson Estate, Ikpaja, has more on his plate.
As a new occupant, I got into the house and then I realized that there was actually an accumulated bill of 300,000. I said, let me take it upon myself to be able to get light in my house. I came to Ikeja distribution unit, and what they told me was I should go back to my landlord to clear the bill. Also interestingly, I realized that from January that the light had been cut off. The distribution center there at Gowon Estate, they kept bringing guest bills to that house. Up to when I entered, I have seen 2 bills, and I realized and I know that there had not been light in that house.
Reports like this have moved the Nigerian Senate to pass the Electric Power Sector Reform Act. The act seeks to prohibit the estimated billing system and fast-track the provision of prepaid meters to every electricity customer across the country. But as Nigerians await its complete passage and implementation, I sought to find out what makes estimated bills so high.
We have regulatory body that has spelled out how we should bill our customers. That is what we are using. So every time we give our reports to them to check, the body says that if somebody has a meter very close to that area, we should find the average of what that person consumes and increase it by 30% to bill people that don't have meter.
Over 57% of registered electricity customers do not have access to prepaid meters. To close this gap, the Nigerian government has introduced the Meter Asset Providers Scheme (MAP) to speed up the supply and installation of prepaid meters to every household.
There is an initiative they call MAPS, Meter Acquisition Provider, Meter Acquisition Provider, that is. Consultants have been given license now to bring in the meter. So once it meets the standard of NEC and DISCOs, they will direct customers to buy from them.
The MAP initiative officially kicked off on May 1st, 2019 and will phase out in the next 3 years. Under the scheme, consumers will pay between 36,000 naira and 67,000 naira for the supply, installation and maintenance of single-phase and three-phase meters. Fidelia Aguncha, TV 360, Nigeria.